Hey, welcome to the channel. We're a family of 4 from Perth and we've sold up for the trip of a lifetime around Australia.
A couple of hours ago, it was beautiful blue skies.
Mark's new name, the Bird Whisperer.
Front page news, Newcastle under attack. To actually, have a chat to Ross, who's worked on these aircrafts for years, and get that knowledge.
History and knowledge, yeah,
amazing.
Definitely. And it's actually just really nice just to grab a coffee and just sit here and enjoy it.
We actually had a little bit of a whoopsie with one of our windows. Oh my gosh. I'm holding the camera under my shirt so we don't get completely drenched.
I had a little bit of a chuckle because, the pub is filled with Hinton locals. These people go every single Wednesday for this raffle. And then a couple from WA staying at the pub won the meat platter.
Got a bit bad. Thanks to the support of our partners, 4x4 Extras Wangara, JB Caravans, TC Boxes, and Petters Suspension and Brakes.
When time starts to break and the dawn is away,
You ready for Umina?
I'll be there when you call me. At the end of the day, when the world is away.
The kids are pretty happy.
I know, look at that.
I know.
A little water park right next to camp. So this is a treat for the kids, guys. So we've had some pretty wet, horrible weather for the last couple of days. So this is a treat for them. Power and water as well, and some amenities. So yeah, you're not going to complain with that, but this is for the kids.
Mark, what are you doing with the aircon on?
It's nice. We're in a caravan park on power, so aircon on, all the windows closed, igloo. It's going to be good.
Freezing outside. Do we really need it on?
To the sound.
Finally some beautiful weather, hey?
I know, the sun's out. We forgot what that thing was.
Oh, it had such a wet week, guys. So this morning it's woke up, blue skies, it's beautiful. So we've gone for a walk. This is literally about 50 meters from our campsite.
Yeah.
So beautiful. And we couldn't see any of it yesterday.
No.
We got in sort of in the afternoon, it was pouring down with rain, then it got dark. So it was kind of day done really, wasn't it?
Yeah, we literally leapt out of bed this morning because we saw the sun. Right, let's go.
We've got to go out and enjoy it.
And it's nice actually, after being off grid for so long, just to have some of those amenities, right in our doorstep again.
Yeah.
Because with the hip camps and the gubby camps and all that sort of thing, you are normally in the middle of nothingness, so
Absolutely.
It's nice to be back in town.
I'll be with you in the morning.
This is obviously a surfer's hot spot. They're all in the water, catching the waves. We're just sitting here with our coffee, just taking it all in.
And there's like all these little islands everywhere as well.
So I think we're going to totally maximise today's weather because we don't know how long this is going to last. So
It might only last a few hours.
we're going to make sure the kids can maximise the amenities at the caravan park we're staying at. They've got like a water slide and inflatable balloon and all sorts of stuff. They've kind of missed that, so that'll be nice.
And it's actually just really nice just to grab a coffee and just sit here and enjoy it.
Yeah. Just
We
the
haven't
simple
really-
things, hey?
Yeah. And worry about parking and things like that. It's just nice.
I will show you all the beauty. I will fight for your desires. I will cross the barren desert. I will walk among the fires. I will run to the deepest corner.
Oh my God! What is with the weather in New South Wales? This is crazy.
A couple of hours ago, it was beautiful blue skies.
Bit of a maintenance day, guys. The weather's pretty poor. Look at all this ice. Just shows the importance of defrosting your freezer. It's been probably a couple of months since we've done this one, so it's well overdue. So we pulled everything out, we're gonna let it defrost, keep it clean. Hopefully it'll work a bit more efficiently as well. That is ridiculous, guys. I think we're gonna have to do this a bit more often. Got some friends this morning at camp.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mark, what have you done?
Anything, they just came in, they think there's something going on. Oh my god.
Oh, Mark. Mark's new name, the Bird Whisperer.
Short walk around the corner, we have Umina Point, and yeah, having a bit of a look. As you can see, it's pretty overcast, but it has stopped raining for an hour or so, so we decided we'd hop in the car and have a look. The weather has unfortunately been pretty restrictive for us since yesterday's downpour, which continued all the way through the night. But yeah, beautiful spot here, overlooking the Woy Woy Peninsula, all the beautiful islands there. It's quite stunning. But yeah, there's a few beautiful lookouts that you can stop at and have a look at, some walks as well. So weather permitting, we're going to do some of those now. So we've made it to nearby Pearl Beach.
Takes me back to like Bustleton or Dunsborough, you know, where you're driving along the streets near the beach and you've got all the overhanging trees and all the verges. So it's just so pretty. It's one of those rock pools over there that you swim in.
It's probably not quite the weather to jump in today, is it?
No, not today.
Guys, a little bit of chaos in the van.
Oh my God.
We've decided to do all the clothes and all the sheets and everything and wash them and dry them while we're on power and at a caravan park. Trying to cook dinner simultaneously. We got stuff everywhere.
Oh my
So it is a bit crazy, but caravan life, you got to take advantage of the opportunity to do your washing and stuff. But
And drying,
and dry.
given all the rain here.
But yeah, so we're trying to like cook a nice stew we've got going on, but there's just clothes and stuff everywhere, so it won't hopefully look this messy in the morning. Alright, it's family bike day. As you can see, we're pretty rugged up. It's been absolutely pouring down, but we decided we're going to go for a ride. Hopefully the weather holds off. There's some e-bikes here we can hire through the NRMA website, I think, so we've got to register, working out how that all works at the moment. If you're a member, it's $15 for an hour, which is pretty good, so we're going to go for a bit of a ride. We're in business. We are e-biking.
So we've zoomed to Ettalong.
They're good, aren't they, these little e-bikes?
Yeah, it's been fun.
They're fun.
We have been pedalling though. We have been
Yes.
pedalling, but just with a little bit of help. So, bit of an impromptu trip out when we were meant to be checking out this morning.
Yeah, I know your gas always goes at the most inconvenient time, but yeah, one of our gas bottles went. We're going off grid, so we always want to make sure that we've got that backup ready to go. One thing we have found on the road is getting refills for these can be a little bit challenging. These are really good quality, gas bottles, so rather sort of use these if we can, but you do have to do a bit of a hunt around. So there's a place called Home Hardware in Woy Woy, which is basically the next suburb. It's not very far. Was able to drive there and they were able to fill it up for us, $31. Yep. And yeah, these last us probably about 2 months on average, sometimes a little bit less, but as a bit of a gauge, about 2 months, which is actually really, really good considering, we're using it for showers, we're using it for cooking, washing the dishes, all that kind of stuff. I guess if you were off grid all the time, you'd probably get a bit less, but we do the occasional caravan park stay every now and then, and we'll use the air fryer to do some of our cooking, so that prolongs it. Yeah, it does. Okay guys, our stay here at Umina Beach Resort has come to an end. It was pretty brief. Yeah. But yeah, the weather was really the deciding factor here with our stay. Unfortunately, it was so wet for the stay that we couldn't do a heap. We went out and had a nice meal last night and caught a beautiful sunset. So that was amazing. And as it happens, it's beautiful blue skies today. It's always the way as we're leaving. Yeah.
We've been off grid for quite a bit, so it was actually quite nice just to enjoy some power, not have to worry about all the battery, charging issues, to have a long shower and also to get some washing done. We had to do all the bedding and stuff like that, and you can't do that in our in our little washing machine. Also as well, you know, if you are a family looking to travel, this has been a really good base for a few days. You know, it's such a beautiful spot. You're so close to amenities and town.
Yeah.
You're right on the beach, it's literally a minute walk away, and you do have the water park as well, which is good for the kids, and lots of other things.
And very affordable. So I think it was $43 a night, which is really good for a caravan park with these sort of facilities.
Over the weekend, I believe it goes up to $51 a night. So just FYI, if you are coming and you can do during the week, it's a lot cheaper, but that's pretty good. I think that's probably the cheapest caravan park we've stayed at, or one of the cheapest.
Hitting the road now, we're still making our way to Newcastle, but we're back off grid for a couple of days now, which we're actually looking forward to. Peace and quiet. So yeah, we'll share that one with you, but apparently it's beautiful.
So hum this tune and hold on tight. I'll be with you in the morning light. Close your eyes and listen. Close your eyes and listen. Oh.
Site 32, right next to the beach.
Not bad.
And this is a nice big site.
I don't know if it's beach weather though.
No, that's true. But it's nice to have the option.
Yeah, definitely. Big spot as well.
The sound.
Nice and quiet place, isn't it?
Apart from my drilling, I think we've got the whole place to ourselves, so happy days.
Yeah, sweet.
That's the beauty of camping midweek, guys, if you can, and on a lap, there's a bit more flexibility, but get places like this, very quiet, awesome. Yep. Back to off-grid, guys, so we're gonna need our solar blanket, especially when you've got clouds like that in the distance. But yeah, hopefully we can charge everything. That's been our challenge the last couple of weeks off-grid, just wet weather, not getting enough into the battery system through the solar. But yeah, fingers crossed we're all good. So guys, this is our setup. Not a bad spot, hey? And we have the beach right behind us as well, so we might head down to the beach while the weather's okay. Check out the ocean. Guys, look, it's another clothing optional beach.
Actually?
It is. Max is like, actually, it is. Hopefully no nudes today, but we are certainly dressed. This is pretty nice, isn't it?
It is. The waves are a bit wild here though.
I know.
Must be a top fishing spot.
There's a few people fishing down here, but very beautiful. Oh, what have you found, Max?
Squeaky sand.
Squeaky sand. Hopefully we have a nice day tomorrow. I could see ourselves sitting on the beach here for a couple of hours having a dip.
So apparently the clothing optional beach is far that way. So we're safe.
We're safe for now. Bit of a theme here in New South Wales. You'd be thinking we're picking these beaches on purpose. Who knows?
What you doing?
Steak and sausage time.
Yeah.
Barbie, yeah.
Steaks are over here.
Yeah. In terms of steak, only me, Kate and Max like the steaks. Izzy's not a fan, so always have to do sausages for her. But yeah, Max and I are cooking dinner tonight. It's going to be good. Barbecue's getting a hammering again. Max and I listen to some old tunes. Always nice to go on power and water, but it's so nice being off grid.
Right next to us as well.
I know.
So, well, I don't think we'll be swimming because of the waves.
Maybe
They're pretty
tomorrow.
big. They're pretty big, but
I know.
maybe.
It is nice though being off grid, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've only got the one day, so we're going to have to kind of squeeze it in today, aren't we?
Yeah, and it's quite warm actually, sitting in the sun here with
Yeah.
the aircon.
So let's pop this aircon on and
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
let's hit the road.
Like, I'm not sure.
So guys, we've got some friends behind us. We've come through the town of Swansea, which is before Newcastle. We decided to have a bit of a walk. The weather's out. And yeah, this is Pelican Reserve. Behind us is Pelican Island. And yeah, it's a beautiful spot actually, but the pelicans are huge, absolutely massive.
Yeah, they are. And they're just standing here, they're not sure, but
They're,
it's alright. Oh my god. I didn't know where that was going to go.
I mean, we've got some pretty big pelicans on the Swan River in Perth, but these ones are definitely bigger. I don't know what they're eating over here. They're massive. We were going to go for a drive on the beach with a four-wheel drive, just for a couple of hours. We found out that to do that, you've actually got to pay a week beach pass here. It's 45 bucks.
Or it's a month or a year.
So a bit like, 45 bucks just for, you know, an hour on the beach. It's probably not worth it. So, and we've got a beach literally down the path from our campsite. So we might do that later. It's, I don't know, not really used to paying passes to go on the beach in WA. So
Must be in New South Wales. Then.
yeah, don't know. Let us know in the comments if that's a normal thing over here. What time is it?
Very good time.
Oh, someone's happy over here. How's the pastry?
It's really good.
So we have a curry pie here.
Which is a bit hot.
So Max is going to be reviewing the curry pie, but he's going to try just a little bite of Izzy's, just so he's got the comparison. So he's going to try the standard beef pie.
It's a big, massive bite.
Oh. That's a 10.
As a 10. A 10.
Yeah.
Wow. A 10 out of 10. That's amazing. I think that's your, what, second 10 out of 10, Max?
It's really crispy as well. It's not like mega soft.
Oh,
nice.
okay, let's have a look at the inside, because 10 out of 10 meat pie from Barry's in Blacksmith, which is near Swansea. Now we're going to try the curry.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, by the looks, it looks a bit more soft
Ooh.
than that one.
Okay.
9.5.
9.5. Wow.
The bottom is not as cooked as Izzy's.
But the flavour.
And the sides.
But the flavour must be great for a 9.5.
Yeah.
That does look nice. It does look good. Well done, Barry's. 2 nights are up.
Yes, this is Freeman's Campground. We're on the Central Coast. And this stay was $69. That's before parks fees.
Yep. And you have to excuse us. You're probably going to hear a helicopter in the background. They're doing works here at the moment. I think some of the roads needed a bit of an upgrade, so the rangers did drive past yesterday, give us a bit of a heads up, but yeah, so that's all good. But beautiful spot. Unfortunately, it gets a bit expensive when you add kids into the mix, as we're finding in a lot of national parks, so kids are plus on top of that. So if you're just coming as a single couple or whatever, then
It'll be a lot cheaper.
yeah, come as a couple, yeah, going to be a lot cheaper, isn't it?
Yep.
We are now making our way in further north. I'm going to wrap this up quickly because the chopper's back again, but we'll talk a bit more about it when we get on the road. Heading a little bit past Newcastle now, back off grid. Just outside of Newcastle here. We found some potable water and also dump points, so we're filling up now. If you do plan to use this though, it does have to go across the footpath. You're going to need to use 2 hoses. We always carry 2, so that's all good. Don't know how it's happened though, guys, but one of these has fallen out of our caravan. So I always secure them. Not sure what's happened, if the seals come loose. I'm gonna have to go and find one now because we don't want that water open and dirt and stuff getting inside.
Is this another pup stay?
It might be. Look at this, guys. They've obviously had a fair bit of rain. So yeah.
Bit sloppy.
Normally there's a paddock actually just down there where you can stay for a couple of days, free of charge, as long as you buy food or drink from the pup. So
Challenge
yeah.
accepted.
Challenge accepted. Yep. We're gonna
Come off.
We're gonna head down to our friends at JB Caravans. I think they're gonna look after us and get a replacement. Popped into JB Caravans in Heather Bray in Newcastle. The team are having a look at a few little bits and pieces for us. We actually had a little bit of a whoopsie with one of our windows. So the door got caught by some wind and it just knocked one of our windows out of alignment. So they're kindly having a look at that for us. Yeah, just stuff when you're on the road, checking door alignments and things like that. But the team have been super helpful. One more job today, if we can, is get a couple of new tyres on the Ranger as well. 2 of our tyres took some punishment in the Victorian High Country, so they were due for replacement. So yeah, just getting that done whilst we're in Newcastle. It's been a day of ticking off jobs. Stuck with the Baja Boss all-terrains again. Great tyres, you know, they've done us well for the last few years, so decided to stick with that again. All right, Max and Izzy, what's going on here?
Cooking.
What are you cooking?
We're doing some mash with snitsy.
How are you cooking the snitsy?
Air fryer.
Air fryer, yep. And what about the mash? How are you going to cook that?
We're going to boil it, I think. And then, chop it up into small pieces and boil it. The bacon, the onions, and beans.
Okay.
And then we've got the mash cooking here. And then we have the snitzies cooking out here in the as well.
Oh, you're doing a good job. Yep.
Probably.
Okay.
We've got everything ready.
It's been a mosquito, so I had to use this.
Yeah, okay.
Don't get me in.
You can tell the kids are cooking because it's messy and there's stuff everywhere, but you know.
It's going to taste good at least.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, this is on the mash. We have the final result, Max.
Yep.
It's pretty good. Delicious. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you, Max. Dinner done. Lots to see around Newcastle. Kate's been busy doing her research, so we're going to hop in the car. Probably a full day today of exploring. First stop on our day trip to Newcastle is Fort Scratchley. Built in 1882, originally as a defence against a potential Russian attack. It's now a historical museum and you can walk around and see some of the old rooms and things. It's really, really interesting. In June of 1942, a Japanese submarine actually shelled Newcastle. The guns here were fired back in anger. Front page news, you know, Newcastle under attack. So whilst the guns here did fire back at the submarine, it didn't actually hit, so the submarine did escape, but apparently they got pretty close.
So the guns were decommissioned in 1962 and the fort was closed 10 years later in 1972. It's free to enter, it's donation based.
So the only thing that's paid here is the tunnel tour, which we're hopeful of doing tomorrow. But yeah, as far as walking around all the historic rooms and here in the gunpoint area, it's all free.
Now, the man who invented the Morse code is none other than Samuel Morse. We're talking here between 1844 and about 1848. He's American and not British, as a lot of people think. This is his Morse code. Each letter of the English alphabet is identified by a series of dots and dashes between 1 and 4 characters. By that I mean he worked out that E is the most used letter of the alphabet, so consequently he made it one digit. For whatever reason, Q is the least used letter of the alphabet. Now you might note their numbers are all 5 characters, unlike the letters. The reason is that helps the signaller to distinguish between a letter and a number. Now if you look at number 6 and the letter B, 6 and B, very close, aren't they? So they had to do something about it. Now in a written message of a sentence or more, you're going to need punctuation. So you actually send punctuation via Morse code. And there are 6 characters. 4 for letters, 5 for numbers, 6 for punctuation. Headphones, and they are not very comfortable.
Oh no, they're not.
Now if you stand back a bit and put your hand there as though you're sending Morse code, I'll get out the room. Yeah, we'll spell Max. Da-da,
Da-da.
da-da, da-da. Dit-da for A. Dit-da.
No, like tap and then a slightly longer.
Yeah. That's it. Now X. Da, dit, dit, da. Da, da. That's it?
Yep.
That's right.
Hey, good job. As we got here, the F-35A Lightning II planes were taking off and doing flybys, so it was amazing. We're going to jump in the museum shortly to have a look around. Very loud. What do you reckon, Max?
Really cool.
pilots on F-111s have scars. Because it doesn't matter how often you tried to get out, you get a job. Inflatable skirts, so when the wings go forward and back, they inflate it and deflate it as needed. So as the wing comes back, if it didn't pivot, it'd go like that, but it actually pivots to keep it parallel to the aircraft. This bit here is the afterburner, so what the afterburner does is basically pump raw fuel into the exhaust gases from the engine, and it lights up. So when you see an aircraft take off and there's a big flame coming out the back, that's what they're doing.
Guys, that was such a cool afternoon. We spent a few hours here at the RAF Williamtown base here. This is Fighter World. Spent heaps of time admiring all the planes, the volunteers here taking us through all the history. It was awesome.
And we had Ross and Alice, super knowledgeable with all the different parts of the planes, and Ross was talking about his part, you know, working here and what he used to do.
He worked on the F-111 jet. That was obviously way ahead of its time. I think it was built in the 1960s, he was saying, and it was still in operation in Australia till 2010. This thing could fly at the speed of sound, which is quite incredible, and low to the ground at speed of sound.
And anything that it flew over, it like got pulled out, it got sucked out. So that's how powerful they were. But also as well, they had planes that you could sit in. So like the kids could sit in the jets and touch all the screens and the buttons and everything, which they thought was really cool. They had whole engines just sitting on stands that you could look at, and they were massive, weren't they? It's just crazy.
Yeah, you had an F-18 in there was a Mirage, there was an old Spitfire, there was a Platypus, so all these cool planes on display, you can kind of get up close to them.
So $45 for 2 adults, 2 children to get entry into the museum, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, great value to actually, you know, have a chat to Ross, who's worked on these aircrafts for years, and get that knowledge.
History and knowledge, yeah,
amazing.
Definitely.
He was telling us, you know, he would be working on these planes when they're like fully deassembled, so, you know, no wings, no sides,
and he's having everywhere.
Yeah, and he's having to crawl into these tight cavities to fix wiring and do updates. So quite amazing to get the opportunity to chat to someone like that. And what a day, you know, we went to the fort as well. That was amazing. The volunteers there took the kids in, the signals, they got to learn how to do Morse code. Yeah, so cool. It's getting pretty late in the day, so it could even be a pub dinner tonight, so.
Let's go.
Pretty good? He's happy. Curry and like an arancini ball kind of thing with... Keep stealing my chips.
It's a crispy one.
Mac and cheese, yum.
Well, that was an interesting evening.
Yeah, these gentlemen walked around and said, would you like to buy tickets to our raffle? And we said, yeah, absolutely. So we did that. I decided to nip back to the van because I wanted to hook up. We're on the road early in the morning. And Kate said, oh, I want to stay for the results of the raffle. So quickly hooked up the van, and then I walked back. I could hear on the loudspeaker that they were doing the raffle winners. I saw Kate and the kids sort of rustling to one side. I was like, what's going on here? And then they were all lined up with this massive meat tray.
It was bigger than me. Like, I couldn't hold it, it was so big. So we didn't win like one of the small prizes. It was like the big mother tray with like, I don't know, a week's worth of meat. I'm like, where am I gonna
put it?
Are
you reckon a month?
But I don't know. I had a little bit of a chuckle because, you know, the pub is filled with Hinton locals. These people go every single Wednesday for this raffle. And then a couple from WA staying at the pub won the meat platter.
That would be bad.
It's just, but honestly, and afterwards we had everybody coming up saying congratulations. You know, we love to hear about your journey. What are you doing here? Why did you pick Hinton? Wanting to know our story, which was really nice. Really nice bunch of people, weren't they?
Yeah, it was. So we actually
had a beer with them afterwards.
Yeah, we stayed back for a drink afterwards and had a yarn before they closed. So
yeah,
it was pretty cool.
And look, guys, you know, I guess it's just a little reminder. You know, when you do your lap or you travel, you know, support local. You never know who you're going to meet or what you're going to win, apparently.
was nothing I could do but sit and watch the fire.
So guys, we've come back the next day. As you can see, the weather is not quite as sunny as it was. It's started to rain again. But this is the Adolphe Shipwreck, one of many shipwrecks that have come to an ill-fated fate here in Newcastle. Thankfully, with this shipwreck, all the passengers did survive. But it made sail in 1904. There were two tugs, Hero and Victoria, that came to meet the Adolphe, and there was tough seas basically. Part of the Victoria actually came apart, then the Adolphe went into that, and then apparently that's how it all kind of started. Newcastle has a very rich maritime history, lots of shipwrecks. So if you are interested in finding out more about shipwrecks, there is the museum here.
And there's quite a number along this particular stretch as well.
Yeah.
So that's why they've built out this, I don't know what you call it, peninsula or...
Yeah, as this boat is coming in, quite timely. You can see over there, that is the fort that we're at yesterday. Now it is absolutely bucketing down now, so we're gonna have to make a run for it. Oh my gosh. I'm holding the camera under my shirt so we don't get completely drenched.
Holy moly.
Drenched.
We are literally drenched through. Like, Mark.
No, and I even dropped one of the cameras as well, came out my pocket, so...
I think I don't know about you, but I'm going to speak for myself here, and I'm wet down to the undies. That's how heavy that rained without any warning. We saw the cloud and we thought, okay, we're all good. We've got 10 minutes, and then it just fell down.
So wet.
Oh my God. Well, that looks familiar.
Yep, that's the rain.
That's what got us soaked, guys.
It's actually called Pelican Point.
Pelican Reserve.
Alright.
Can you wash your hands though? Please. Please.
Where you belong.
That's a bit harsh.
The things you do.
So this is the first of our first prize, right?
Yeah.
We've got so much meat, that's crazy. First rugby league game for the kids.
Yeah, that's their excited face.
Close your eyes and listen to the sound.